So today I want to do a bit of a reaction here. We have two different videos on TikTok that I'm going to react to, one being the new NHL 25 scoreboard and the other being a first look at players in NHL 25. Originally, I wasn't going to react to the new faces in NHL 25, but since we have both of these two pieces of content, I thought I'd squeeze them into one little nice video for us to react to. So let's react here to the new NHL 25 scoreboard. Now, I'll just let you guys know, I've already seen it, but I'll give you guys my opinions.
Puck has evolved, adapting to new gameplay and design standards. In NHL 25, though, we're taking a fresh approach based on player feedback. Our goal was to create a minimalist design that enhanced the experience, was still authentic, and didn't compromise on any of the hockey information that you need throughout the game. We started by condensing the space the score clock takes up, and by moving it back up to the top left corner, which is a much more traditional and hockey place for it to sit. And in addition to that, we've also added the shot counter. This is a much requested feature and a staple of virtually any broadcast score clock that you'll find today. And this is it. This is the first look at NHL 25's new score clock. This is just one piece. There's much more to come. Give us your feedback. We're excited to hear from you, and we're excited to show you more stuff soon.
All right, so I'll pause it on this frame, obviously getting a good look at the scoreboard. Now, personally, I actually didn't mind the new scoreboard. At first, yes, it was a lot to adjust to having it at the bottom. I felt like it was a weird change because, like they say in this trailer, the top left corner is the traditional place to have your hockey scoreboard. Now, this looks very similar as the new Madden 25 scoreboard is the same simplistic style. Personally, it looks clean. I can't really complain about it. I like that it has all the important details, the shots on goal. I would have liked to see the team logos on this side instead of the EA logo. So just extending it over and then like squeezing in a little logo here or there. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't look good, but that's what I initially think of. But initially the thing I thought about was the old NHL scoreboards, this is NHL 18 scoreboard. And personally, I kind of like this better. Maybe that's just me, but I kind of wish they went back to something like this. If you look at the actual video like we just did, you can see they were experimenting with this type of scoreboard. But again, I just kind of wish that they went back to it. I really did like it. I assume they didn't do that as they probably want to separate themselves from the old games, as they already get a lot of flack for taking out features and bringing them back in. So like I said, this is the second video I just wanted to react to quickly, which is seeing the new player faces in the game. Obviously, that's one of the big new updates coming is the Sapien technology. So let's just take a look at some of these. It's only 14 seconds, and I think they show like 5 players. So I'll just let this play through, and then we can go back and look closer at the faces. So obviously the Hughes brothers, you got Suzuki, Matthews, Brady Chuck, McDavid, Kadri, Marchand, and that's it. So just a quick look. What I really want to look at here is a closer look at the faces. So obviously Quid's looking really good. If you do pull out the face from NHL 23, it's similar, but it's a bit different. I think they went with more accurate facial hair, as well as obviously being the cover athlete, he got a big boost in the accuracy of his face. We got an angle jack. One of the problems with the faces in this game is I feel like they don't really look good at certain angles. I don't know how they could fix that, but it's just something I wanted to point out. There's Luke. Nick Suzuki looks pretty good. Austin Matthews. Like, you can tell that's Austin Matthews. It's just something with the lighting makes it seem like almost uncanny. And then we got Brady Tkachuk here, who, just go back here quickly. Again, looks pretty good, but still has a bit of an uncanny look to it. And then McDavid here too. So like, I guess that's just my complaint with a lot of the faces is like, you could tell this is McDavid, but I don't know, maybe I'm just nitpicking here. It just looks a little weird. I don't know why. Like, especially from like these other angles that they show off here, like the lower angles. So here's Kadri. So this is the thing that's really new is the facial hair. So we talked about it with Hughes, but here's a bit more of a big beard. I believe they are using technology where the individual strands of hair move around. So you can kind of see that with Kadri's beard here. Not really. It's kind of tough to see. Other than that, you know, Kadri's looking pretty good here. I just want to whip out this real quick. So correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong about this, but Kadri doesn't usually have that big beard. Again, maybe I'm wrong about this. That just initially threw me off was the big beard. I don't know if I've seen it like this before on him. And then lastly, we have Brad Marchand here, who don't really get a good angle of him, but we'll have to see. The big question with these is how many players are going to get these faces. I believe one of the rumors was that every NHL player is going to have a real face instead of like the EA created faces, which would honestly be a big step up for realism. Seeing those faces really does kind of ruin the immersiveness of the game. I'm curious to see if this does go over to prospects and players like that. I'm not expecting it to, but it would be cool to see that. Besides that, I just want to make a quick reaction to these two little TikToks here. If you enjoyed the video, as always, hit like, subscribe, and until next time, guys, take care of yourselves.